guys, so over the past 3 days I've been feeling mixed emotions because on one hand I hit 1,000 subscribers, which is so cool, and on the other hand I feel ill as hell. I don't know if you can tell by my voice. Nevertheless, I really wanted to do a Q&A this week because one, I promised I'd do a Q&A every 2 weeks, and two, you guys really like watching them and my voice is starting to hurt. Okay, so first question comes from Linz and she asked, what is your favourite animal and why, and what inspired your tattoo? My favourite animal is a wolf, and what inspired my tattoo was that I really like wolves, and the term kind of lone wolf is something that gets heard a lot. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But basically, I've spent a lot of my time alone, like playing Skyrim and stuff, and it just kind of represents who I am and what I like to do, I guess. Mystic Rose asks, what city are you from? I'm actually from a small town called Port Glasgow, and it's around 22 miles away from Glasgow, but don't come looking for me because that's a bit weird. Okay, so these next questions are actually coming from Twitter. I asked you guys last night to tweet out some questions to me using the hashtag AskCurtis, and I felt pretty cool using the hashtag. But nevertheless, a lot of you guys asked a lot of questions and I'm going to try and get through them as fast as I can. Eric asks, have you ever played any musical instruments? When I was in school, I used to play the drums and keyboard, and there's a neighbour watching me right now. I'm just gonna wait until he's gone, and he's gone. When I was in school, I used to play drums and it's like the big Glock thing. I don't know what you call it. But now I play the bass guitar, and I've got an acoustic guitar that has 3 strings. I need to like string that up. But I can play bass, acoustic, drums, and that Glock and spiel thing. Scottish Lass asks, what is the best thing you've ever done, and Starbucks or Costa? I honestly don't know what the best thing I've done in my life. Starbucks or Costa is definitely Starbucks, and if you're a fan of Costa, I'm sorry, but Starbucks is just better, and that's life. Janelle asks, can you do an accent impressions? What is your biggest pet peeve, Pandora or Spotify? Favourite artist? And as for my accents, I can only do Scottish, which is my own. Pandora or Spotify? Spotify all the way. I don't think I've ever used Pandora. My biggest pet peeve is when people stand at lights ready to cross the road, but they don't press the button, and then another person comes and he doesn't press the button, and then about 10 people come and they're waiting to cross the road and they've not pressed the button, and then along I come and I press the button and the light changes and they all go. And my favourite artist is actually Panic at the Disco, but I think I said that in my last Q&A. So for this Q&A, I'm going to change it up and say Fall Out Boy, because apparently I look like Patrick Stump. Daisy asks, what is your idea of a perfect date? Honestly, a perfect date would probably be in an Italian restaurant, because Italian food is just amazing. And, oh, it would have to be in Italy actually. So an Italian restaurant in Italy, so just a restaurant in Italy. And that's it, I guess. Just an Italian restaurant in Italy. I feel like I'm really old school with like the dating thing. Kitty asked, have you ever cheated on your girlfriend? And nope, but I have been cheated on around 3 or 4 times, which friggin' sucks. Leah asks, what is the craziest dream I've ever had? And it actually took me a while to think of this because I've had a lot of crazy dreams, but the most craziest is probably the dream that I shared in my paranormal activity because it was so vivid. And if you didn't see that video, basically I was walking upstairs and this face or this screaming thing came out of the wall and shouted like get out, and I heard it and I woke up immediately, and that was pretty much the scariest dream I've had, and it's because it was so vivid. Mellow Makeup asks, could you play Gary's Mod with friends? I really do want to get a gaming PC so I can start playing with friends on Gary's Mod and prop hunt and stuff. But as of right now I can't, because of course I don't have a decent setup to do it. Shadow asks, what is the weirdest thing you've ever said? And this is the most recent weirdest thing I've ever said, because I've said a lot of weird things. But I met my best friend's girlfriend for the first time. She was sitting in his car and me and my other best friend were in Costa, and he didn't want to come out to like see her or talk to her or anything like that. So I was like, I'll go out and talk to her. I sat down in the car and we started talking, and then she said, why is Giannis not coming in? And I went, because he's gay. And then I just left. So she had that impression of me for like a few months until we met again, which was a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, I think I redeemed myself. But yeah, that's the weirdest thing I've ever said. Last question comes from Maycray Robertson, and she asked, what is your favourite photo that you've ever taken or created? It's basically a deck of cards. It was my first still life and it spells love. That was my favourite photo that I've ever taken, and it was one of my first still lifes, and the camera's like really weird. Okay, so that was it for the Q&A. Remember to leave a question for the Q&A in 2 weeks time, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next video.